Good morning, student. Today we will start the rest of the story. But before moving the further story, I just want to remind you the previous summary I will explain on yesterday. So on yesterday I told you that a jackal who roamed in whole day for looking food and he didn't find it, and then after he entered a washerman house into the town, and there he ate whatever he could put his snout, and in hurry he fell into the washerman's indigo bed. He tried his best, but he couldn't, and then he got a clever idea. He lay in the vat motionless like dead, and washerman came. He looked this disgusting animal and threw him on the rock, and that time he found himself in a safe place. He looked, he was stained a strange blue all over. And then he thought that now he just play this things, take his advantage, and he called a meeting to all the jackals in jungle and said them that the goddess of this forest said, "You are the king of this forest," and she appointed me a king. So all the jackals looked his amazement, and their astonished blue in color, they all accepted and agreed to become a king. So after the story starts, they asked him, "Your Highness, what's your name?" But Jackal was not an idiot. He knew that if he said his real name, then everyone recognized him. So he said instead Jackal, he said Jackal, Tackle, Lackle, Raja. The poor jackals couldn't remember such a long name, so they simply heard, "Long live our Raja, victory on our Maharaja, Jai." And from that day, the other jackals served him. Soon, the other animals of the jungles also shouted Jai and become his subjects. Even powerful animals like lion and tigers, who also submitted to his rules by impressed his color of body. So, whenever he went anywhere, he would ride on the elephant. He had to have the lion to his right and the tiger to the left, even pack of the jackals in front and behind him. And such power and royalty make him feel when, and he doesn't care for his own kind. Here, own kind means his own races, means jackal. So he no longer cared for his jackals. He will not allow any jackal to near him. After that, all the jackals despised or hated him, and slowly they crept away from Jackal. So one day, a wise old jackal said to them that, "Don't worry about him. In these days, I have been thinking, after all, he is one of us. He has become important. Let him enjoy all the attention. But now he has turned against us. So, if he was born one of us, but now is too proud to be friends with us, so his time is up. It means his downfall is near." Even the powerful animal like the tiger and the lion fear him only because they don't know his identity, real identity. And when they know that he is a jackal, so they won't wait a minute, they will tear him to a pieces. So let's get an idea, let's make an idea to trap him. So when he come in this evening, we all surrounded him and set up a big howl. And as you know, all the jackals, that the howls are very worth for us, and rest of the incident we will left from the God's will. So all the jackals agreed. And the evening the court assembled. The king Jackal, Tackle, Lackle arrived in a style with his retinue. Retinue means followers. So he came with his followers and sat on the throne. In great jubilation, here jubilation means happiness. So in great happiness, all the jackal raised his voice, howled and howled. King Jackal forgot himself to be a king, and he also joined in their house. Even he was in his element. Here, in his element means in a situation he could perform well, he just howled louder than the rest. First time the tiger and the lion taken back. Soon they realized that he was only a common jackal who had become king by deceiving them, and he make fool to us. So they grab on him at once and they killed. So after that the jackals died and the stories is over. So student, the moral of the story is you can't change what you born with. It means the people's signature and nature will never change. For example, if a dog sits in a palanquin, here palanquin means a large covered box carried on two horizontal poles by 4 or 6 bearers. After that, even he sits in palanquin, he doesn't left his nature, he become a dog. So this is the moral of the story. So people never change their attitude, their nature. So students, now the stories is over, and today I am just wind up my lecture, and today's your homework is read this chapter thoroughly and learn all the hard words. Thank you and have a nice day.